Hello and welcome to today's video. I had a special request for a certain mat, so we made it up and I'm going to give her a shot today. No idea how it's going to work or not, but here a while back I had a viewer send me some concentrates from a mine in Colorado. It's some really interesting stuff with some super fine gold in it. This is the gold I took out of it the first run through. Super fine, about a half a gram. So we're going to put that in there. About this mat, the last time I ran this material, I was trying out the slanted high-low V-mat. Well, I talked to the guy that works at the mine, and for his testing equipment, he wanted something that with less concentrates, less sand to have to go through. So he wanted a slanted high-low V. You see the slants there? He wanted a slanted high-low V with about a 1/16 of an inch riffle instead of an 1/8 of an inch, or V's. So the top one is about 1/16 of an inch and the bottom rib is about a 32nd. So super fine. We'll see how it works in the mat and with the gold, super fine gold. Then I've been so impressed with the way the nugget trap worked. I made some mini nugget traps. Here's the mold for it. We just cut down the original one, and here's the mold for the slanted high-low V, or the mini slanted high-low V, I guess. So I'm just waiting for some silicone to dry. This was my first attempt at making a continuous mat with no seams in it. It turned out pretty good, except I had the molds in backwards, so I had to cut it here and seam it back together. So I'm just waiting for that to dry. Then we'll get this turned on. Of course, I'm using the bilge pump speed controller from Washington Beach Mining, my 2,000 gallon hour pump, my little mini cleanup sluice. I think that's about it. So we should get this thing fired up and we'll get that gold dumped in there and see how this thing works. The gold in here, we're running. That'll tell you how fine this gold is. It's all sitting right there on top of the water. Get it to drop out. We're going to need a little now the jet dry, so we'll have to use dish soap. So a viewer suggested these Brillo pads, and I've seen a few other try them. And yeah, that really helps with the water flow a lot. We'll get a scoop in here. Let's stir this gold around a bit. Now this is just some super fine classified stuff. We're just going to let it slowly work its way down. I like how that nugget trap separates out the stuff and you just don't have big globs running down your mat. Maybe you can see it. The glare's going to get bad out here in a bit. This is working down. I'm seeing gold right here in the nugget trap. Maybe I'll have to switch and just go straight up here to the V-mat. If all the gold's going to get stuck in the nugget trap, well, we shall see. But the idea is to get rid of the black sand as much of as possible so you don't have as much to pan. Okay, I'll keep feeding it. I'll be back in a little bit. Video update. We got that much cons left, a little over half, but nugget trap is full of little tiny flower gold. And there too, Not much in the riffles. We're loaded up a little bit right now, but there is some in the riffles. But that's looking really good. We'll keep going. Okay. Alright, just about done with this material. My thoughts? Well, you talk about clean gold with no sand in it. This is working really, really well. I love the nugget trap. It's just separating the material there. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of gold down in the other section, but not much at all. We'll let that work through. You know, I had some thoughts of, I wonder how it would be to put a nugget trap in between these other sections here. Then you'd be able to see, you know, what's left or what you're missing. That might be pretty cool to do. I also thought, how effective would it be just to have a whole line of nugget traps? Obviously there's more up here in the first one than there is the second one, and I've only got what, 2 feet 4 inches worth of mat here. Not even that, no. I got 2 feet and about 4 inches. 28 inches. Get a little bit more sand out of here. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Well, since I'm just kind of playing around, we're letting this clean out. You know, my thinking is the gold kind of sticks to the silicone. Why wouldn't this work the same way it does in a blue bowl? You know, you can turn it all the way up, full blast in a blue bowl, and not blow out the gold. The gold doesn't move, it's pretty well stuck. So I think I am going to go ahead and turn this speed controller up a bit, see if we can get rid of the rest of this black sand and not move the gold. I'll be able to see it here. I can see it coming over the top, but that's what I want to try. And you can see we're getting some down here in the riffles as well, but I don't see any gold down at the bottom. I don't see any gold at the bottom. I do see some in the next one up, but so let's just turn this up and see if we can get that sand down to a bare minimum and see if the gold will stay put. Turn it up just a hair. I don't want to just blow the gold all out. I'm not seeing the gold move. There, now we're cleaning out the rest of that black sand. Okay, I'll let it do its thing and I'll be back. Alright, got the water turned off. There's the top nugget trap there. You kind of see where the gold is. Second nugget trap. Then we come down to the mini slanted high-low V. Yes, there is some gold in there. Speckled pretty good in the first 6 inches. The second 6 inches, not much at all. And I see nothing down below. But anyway, look at how fine it is and how much concentrates we got. We don't have hardly any sand left in there. But let me get this put into a pan. We'll take a look at it. Well, I got the concentrates all put into a pan, and it looks like about 3 tablespoons, and that is it. First off, before I pan that back, let's get some magnetite out. I'm using the 4-inch magic bit from coulteryoung.com, and boy does this thing work slick for getting rid of the gold, or getting rid of the gold. Okay, this thing works super slick. Get rid of some magnetite there. Not a ton in there, but there is some. And it leaves the gold behind. Okay, get rid of that. We'll pan her back. Well, I'm all panned out. There's our 1/2 gram of gold back. It looks pretty close. I didn't do the best job panning. We got some blue bowl stuff to go, but that's some super fine stuff. On the molds, I don't have any printed up. I wasn't sure how it was going to work. But for a cleanup sluice or something, I think that is fantastic. I'm going to keep the nugget traps in my cleanup sluice. I guess if you just got to have one of those molds, hit me up, email me, and we'll see if we can make it happen. But I'll put a link to my eBay listings down below for the molds and my email address. But anyway, I think that was an absolute success. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you. Please don't forget to leave me a comment, subscribe, a like. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll be back hopefully out in the field here in a few days. Thanks for watching. Bye now.